guys, so I am filming for weeks 7 and 8. Week 7 was pretty much the same as week 6, so I won't go over that much. I'll just tell you kind of what changed. I was still mostly eating snack food. So for week 7, my baby is the size of a blueberry, which is so cute, and it just feels like the first, it's the first fruit and like real food, not like a seed or legume or any of those things. It just feels like it's actually something now, if that makes sense. So it's a little blueberry in there, which I think is so cute. I've been calling it my little blueberry this week. You'll notice I'm in different clothes for this clip. I'm filming it on a day that I'm filming a different video, but I forgot to mention it, so I wanted to let you all know the size of my baby. I was able to drink a little bit more water in week 7, but it had to be really cold, and it still just was not a lot at all, which was not good. And then I was able to start eating peanut butter and jelly, which was really good, and I tried to eat one every day just because it was really the only thing close to nutrition and real food that I was getting. I would crave fast foods randomly, and I don't even think that I wanted fast food necessarily. It was just that it was quick and it was easy, and when I was able to eat, I had to eat quickly or it would pass and I wouldn't be able to eat. And so I would just, as soon as I got hungry, I would just go through all the quick foods that I could get that sounded edible. Something that I hadn't had in a really long time that I got was Arby's fries, and I enjoyed those so much that I even got some for home. I had them in the freezer, and I started doing popsicles just because I was liking the cold and I figured it would help me be hydrated a little bit. So I got some kind of like healthier ones that were made with like real fruit juice. I can't remember, I think it's like Outshine or some kind of brand with an O. I don't know what it is, but they were really good. I got the peach ones, and so I have one of those almost every day. And then I also got some of those just like popsicles you get as a kid, like in the plastic wrapper. They're just like the stick that you push up, and I had those as well, and that helped me just to kind of have something to hydrate me and something cold and easy to get down. So I had that just about every day. I have consistently, even up to this point, because I'm several weeks, quite a few weeks ahead of you all right now, back filming with my journal, just because I was so sick my first trimester. But I have consistently craved fries. It depends on where it's from. My favorite are the Chick-fil-A waffle fries. I'm still getting those on a regular basis. I probably should mention those in my videos that I'm filming currently. I need to make a note of that. Note to self. So my first trimester, I think it's because I switched to gummy vitamins that I didn't realize didn't have iron in them, but I kept on craving red meat, which is not like me, and I'm still craving red meat even though I'm supplementing some iron now. I try to get it mostly naturally, and so I would want burgers pretty regularly, but I couldn't eat them that often, so I probably only ate one a week. I also got on a croissant kick, which is still kind of a thing. Like I can usually go for a croissant, but the kind with like the honey, cinnamon, butter drizzle, good stuff. So on to week 8, I was still feeling really bad every single day, most of the day, and I was still spending most of the day in bed, but I did have a couple of times where I was able to sit up in bed, or I was even able to go sit up outside for a little bit and just get some fresh air, which was so good for me mentally. So week 8, this is the week I've been waiting for. I don't know why, but something about my baby being the size of a raspberry is just a really big deal to me. And so it is the size of a raspberry for week 8, and I just think that is the cutest thing, and that just seems so substantial for some reason, and I just am really happy that my baby is the size of a raspberry. I did make it one day, like most of the day, until I think I got too hungry at one point, but I made most of the day without Imitrol for the first time. My neighbor almost ran over a basketball, so we're good. Anyway, so I made it without my Imitrol, which was a big deal because I had not done that. So I only took it once or twice that day, and it wasn't until later in the day. So I was taking Tagamet some on and off. I probably took it just every several days, and sometimes I try to just take half of one, but I get really bad heartburn, or it would just seem to help my stomach. So I did take that, but I cleared it with my doctor. totally fine. This was the week that I was able to eat fruit for the first time since really knowing that I was pregnant, or I guess like after my smoothie phase in early pregnancy, and I was able to eat a little bit of pineapple, strawberry, tangerine, and apple. Those are like the 4 fruits that I was able to have a little bit of. And I would try to do that every day if I could, but I couldn't always do it every day. But I did try because I knew it was good for me. And then I was also having some urethral pain towards the end of the week after peeing. So I scarred my, my nurse scarred my urethra after my surgery when I was 17, and I have had urethral issues since then where I've had to get dilations before. I've had to take medicines for it. I'm sure like it's caused by my endometriosis too, something else going on where I have bladder spasms sometimes and all of that, and I don't get a ton of UTIs, which usually goes with all these symptoms. But yeah, that's it for weeks 7 and 8. So pretty simple. I was pretty miserable, but I had some improvements. So it was looking up a little bit here, and I'll let you know where it went from there for weeks 9 and 10, because you know, you never can predict the future, and we had some lows. Can't wait till you're caught up and in current time with me so I can show you my belly. You'll see these jammies again in the other video I filmed in these jammies today, my current video, and then you'll kind of know where I was when I was talking to you all now. Although you could easily figure it out based on my due date and stuff. So if you're that interested, go for it, man. But I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me in the comments below like how you dealt with all of this when you were pregnant, because it is just a lot going on. Please like this video and subscribe, and I will see you next time.